Hello everybody, welcome to the PsiX MVM Cup. I am your caster Snoopy here, and sorry for the delay. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough participants by the time the tournament was supposed to start. So extended a 30-minute more to see if there's additional people. And we did finally get at least 4 people, so we can start the tournament. And we will be heading into our first semifinals. I believe the second semifinals is being casted, maybe. I'm not sure, depending on the other bracket, the other side of the bracket. And we should get started pretty soon. We're gonna be casting the Tanzania versus Snap XD match, and we shall see if Miguel and Sasha wants to be cast as well. Alright, sorry, just wanted to sort some things out. Okay, map pool is blue shift, lost and found acid plant. Okay. Alright, so first map will be on blue shift. Awesome. Thanks guys for tuning in so far. Looks like we are starting to have some more people coming in, slowly but surely. Alright. Lobby has been created. Both players are ready, and we shall get started pretty soon. Alright, so gonna have a ZVT matchup, which is pretty nice. I especially enjoy ZVT, as you may or may not know. I just like to watch that matchup, despite me being Pro Toss player myself, which is pretty odd because you would imagine like my favorite matchup to watch would be like PV something, but it's actually ZVT, just because there's a lot of action across the map. So alright, oh, are we having a lag already? Ugh. Hopefully it's not too bad. But anyhow, alright, so Snap XD requesting to remake. I'm not sure why it was lagging out. Actually, I have it set mindset at US East, so that might be the pro. Oh, actually, no, I think that's fine. Alright, SnapXD saying his computer takes a shit on the first game of the day. Alright, I guess that's good to know. Hopefully it's not too bad in our second game. Or technically our first game, but our remake game. Alright, let's go ahead and switch back to the right overlay. Best of 3. Alright, let's go ahead and introduce our players representing the purple Zerg. On the top right corner of the map, we have none other than SnapXD. And spawning at the bottom left corner of the map, it is the red Terran player. He is known as Tanzanio. I know it says Tansamiki, but I refer to him as Tanzanio, so. And that's much easier to pronounce as well and to remember, so let's go with that. Anyhow, we have a TVZ again on Blue Shift, best of 3. This is the semifinals, the bottom half of the semifinals. We will cast the upper half of the semifinals afterwards. And looks like a pretty standard opening from both players. Looks like they're gonna play out pretty standard so far. And one thing interesting to note in this map is that there's actually a lot of surface area right here for the Reaper to actually jump in and out. So I expect Tanzanio to actually go ahead and open for a Reaper and use that Reaper to pop in and out the bases to scout, as well as maybe get a few drones here and there. And it's always nice to have a few drones here and there, you know, even though it's not like the biggest game-changing thing in the world, but every worker you can get in the early game, you know, it kind of adds up. It's more important to actually lose workers in the early game compared to like maybe the mid to late game. Like in mid to late game, you lose like three drones. That, you know, that's okay. It's not as bad. But if you lose like 2 to 3 drones in the early game, that's actually a pretty good amount of damage and pretty big deal actually. So we shall see what this Reaper is actually going to do. It looks like it's going to go ahead and just scout around, which is weird because it's not like Zerg is going to proxy or anything. I mean, I guess you could go proxy hatchery, but you don't really see that much proxy hatcheries. And you can actually go ahead and scout with the Reaper and scout no hatchery at the natural, and that should give you a good indication that something is happening, like a cheese or a, you know, proxy hatch or something. Ooh, oh man, actually losing the Reaper for absolutely no damage there. I think that was just a bad rally or something. Really unfortunate for Tanzanio losing that Reaper. That's gonna deny any scouting. I mean, right now SnapXD can actually make up tons of lings, speed lings, go across the map and just outright kill Tanzanio. So losing that Reaper, really unfortunate. He is gonna go ahead and make some Hellions and gonna probably go ahead and harass with the Hellions, but so far SnapXD can just drone away and just tech up as freely as he wants to until those Hellions comes into his base. I like this these queen positionings, getting ready for any run-bys if from Tanzanio, and also he's actually starting his creep spread. And as you know, you can see the second base and the third base, there's actually a good amount of space between. So really important to go ahead and spread the creep as soon as possible to the third, so that when Hellions runs by into the third, like right now, he can actually reinforce and defend with the queens. Unfortunately, no queens in position, and these drones might actually go down. Actually, Tanzanio missed microing there for a few seconds. Allows the drone to get away, unfortunately for him. But good reaction time by SnapXD. Pulling the drones, actually loses no drones in this. Oh, actually, is he just going to go straight into the... Oh, I think it's just a bad rally there. This Hellion is just kind of slipped through, and... Fortunately for SnapXD, the Hellions does not go into natural, does not get any drones, but will get surrounded here. Looks like the... Oh, actually the Hellions in a nice, good choke position there at the mineral line. Well done by Tanzanio. Got a good amount of lings there for just one Hellion. Now let's see if he goes in and commits to... Nope, it looks like he's just going to go back off. And we'll go ahead and actually start getting mech here. Wow, 3 factories. He's going full on mech here, which I'm not mad about. I mean, mech on this map is pretty good. If you can just look at the layout of the map, it's pretty good for mech. So that's actually might be a good call for Tanzanio. However, did Snap XD scout? Oh, he actually scout this with the Overlord right now. He know what's up. In the meantime, the Hellions are going across the map, doing some. Oh, actually, his field of his Hellions got kind of split off there. So Snap XD will defend this pretty easily. No damage done by these Hellions, and that's not really good for Tanzanio because when you're opening with Hellions and mech, you want to get at least some damage done with the Hellions so that the Zerg does not drone up and go out of control. Fortunately for Tanzanio, Snap XD has not actually droned up too hard. Oh, actually, no, just as I say that, he just made a batch of drones, so he's jumping off to 60 workers to 45, as well as getting his 4th base uncontested here. And look at this creep spread. It's spreading soon. I mean, like quickly actually. It's already about halfway done. Might want to start spreading at the top, but I think he should be fine. Do we have a third base? Oh yeah, we do have a third base by Tanzanio, so he will be able to take that as soon as he feels like he's safe. In the meantime, I like that Snap XD has taken the rocks. You know, at this point of the game, he knows that he can't really do damage with these lings because, you know, Tanzanio is pretty walled off here with a bunch of supply depot. And because, you know, there's some downtime here with no action, this is his best chance and best time to take down the rocks, open up the pathway so he can get surrounds on that mech army. Because in mech armies, there's usually a lot of tanks with those splash damage that's really deadly, but if he can do a surround here, like a 180 or even 360 surround, that's gonna give him a better engagement and better chance to actually clean up all those tanks and Hellions. Blue flames on the way for Tanzanio. Wow, +1/1 with Hydralisk. I think the speed. No, Hydralisk range is about to finish. So looks like Snap XD will go into that Speedlings and Hydro composition. He's getting the fast infestation pit, so he will be able to tech up to Ultralisk, which is nice because one of the things about mech is that you don't really have a lot of anti-air. So if he gets some really fast Broodlords, he can catch Tanzanio, you know, by surprise and just outright kill him with just Broodlords. As you can see, Tanzanio does not even have a single starport yet, so Viking production is not gonna start anytime soon. And in the meantime, look at this creep spread in the top, creep spread in the middle, creep spread in the bottom. It's getting a bit out of control here, and it might be best if Tanzanio go ahead and start sniping out these creep tumors with the Hellions. I think he could, you know, the Hellions are actually pretty fast, so you can actually snipe and just run back without, you know, losing a Hellion. But now he's has indicated to Snap XD that he might actually attack. So yeah, this creep spread really helping out Snap XD to not only spot the army of Tanzanio, but actually prepare for, you know, a good surround or engagement. And here we go. Snap XD looking to maybe take the fight, but he is still on a bit on the edge of out of the creep. So, oh, actually Tanzanio getting a bit too far into the creep, so he got to be careful. He's not sieged up yet, so Snap XD can actually engage anytime he wanted to. But I think he's just waiting for a few more units. Actually, he's getting supply blocked. Actually, the batch of Overlords just finished here. And that could have been actually pretty scary for Snap XD. But luckily for him, Tanzanio has decided to kind of sit back, wait for the creep to reside. And in the meantime, is he getting a 4th base? Oh, actually he did get a 4th base. He's actually getting a 4th base right now, which is pretty nice. So he's going to attack while getting that 4th base. And this engagement is going to be pretty important. Nice spread right now. One to the side, one at the top, another one on the side. So this is going to be a really nice surround here, which I love. And here we go. I'm going to zoom out just a bit because this is going to be a beautiful surround, I think. But actually, the Overlord did spot the Command Center, and he will be able to take that out, which is huge. With a mech style, you need additional bases for the gas. The gas is going to be really important when you go for mech, and that's going to delay his gas collection. So less mech and less tech for Tanzanio, which is really nice for Snap. It's always nice to keep a mech army down or a mech player down in bases. And here we go, another good surround, and he's getting the 180 surround here. Siege tanks are not siege yet, and this is going to be a beautiful surround. But is there just too much for? Oh my God! Tanzanio didn't even need to siege up, and he just takes his army outright. Wow. This is pretty crazy. I thought Snap XD had a really good surround there with better upgrades too, and for some reason, I guess Mech Army is just really strong here. But look at the bank of Snap XD. He has still a lot more resources to make, and Vipers are out. Nice blinding cloud there, blinds all the tanks, and the tanks gets cleaned up instantly. And here is the counterattack by Snap XD. He's going across the map. What does Tanzanio has? He has 2 siege tanks. He needs to get them siege right now. Oh, but he's gonna have to. Oh, actually, he got a bunch of Vipers. He can actually take that on if he wanted to. Just yank them right there. Yep, yank them in and clean them up. And Snap XD can actually go ahead and start swarming the Terran base. Army supply is 66 to 28. And unfortunately for Tanzanio, just did not have enough, did not do any economic damage in the beginning. So Snap XD, his macro has been kind of pretty much untouched this whole game, and this has allowed him to actually bank up a lot of resources, a lot of army as well. I mean, 5k minerals in the bank, 1k gas in the bank. Tanzanio has a good 2.5k bank on minerals, but again, he's going for mech army. And mech army, the most important resources is gas, not minerals. This is probably why Terrans go for mass command centers, because they have a bunch of minerals that they use, and they're mainly focused on gas instead. Okay, so Tanzanio's gonna go ahead and try to stick around. He's gonna try to make a comeback off this 2 base, but it's really hard. I mean, right now Zerg plays on 5 bases. Actually 6 bases, so his base count is getting out of control, while Tanzanio can't even get the other base. Overlord creep spread, really nice denial there by Snap XD. And it looks like Tanzanio is going to go ahead and try to get the other base, back that base, and refortify it. But man, Snap XD getting his 7th base here. He's going out of control here. He's gonna consume the entire map like pretty soon. And here we go. Tanzanio is gonna go ahead and get a good engagement here. Actually, tanks at the choke area, but Snap XD gonna go open up the avenues by breaking the rocks, which is really nice for him. And here we go. He's gonna actually go ahead and try to deny this base here. Really weird command center placement there, but nice spread again, once again by Snap, going to the left, going to the right, and it's pulling Tanzanio back, up and down, all right. And here we go, the command center goes down once again. Oh man, this is really unfortunate for Tanzanio. Cannot manage to stick with his third base, keeps getting denied, and Tanzanio knows that he has a GG, and Snap XD actually takes the first game of this best of 3 series. So 1 game away from heading to the finals. So well done there by Snap XD. Let's see if Tanzanio can go ahead and pull it back, play a better game too. But I liked his decision to go for mech. I did, but I think he kind of did not do too much damage in the beginning to get enough. I mean, like, you know, when you go mech, you want to do some damage here and there with the Hellions, whether it's in the early game or in the mid game or even in the late game with Hellion run-bys. But did not manage to do so, and really well defended by Snap XD. And deserved that win for sure. So here we go, lost and found. All right, let's go ahead and update the scoreboard. Currently 1-2-0. All right, spawning at the top right, we have our Zerg, purple Zerg player. From Psionic Aftermath, it is Snap XD. And spawning at the bottom left, he is the red Terran player, also from Psionic Aftermath, of course, because this is an in-house tournament. It is Tanzanio. All right, so game 2. Let's see what Tanzanio has up his sleeve to kind of pull it back and send it to the third game here. And I gotta say, thank you to all these 4 players that's currently in the tournament. The MVM Cup seems to, for some reason, I find this really weird because Psionic Aftermath has a bunch of master players. I feel like, I think the master population is really high, and the MVM Cup is for mainly masters and below. And so, you know, in the beginning I thought, I think a lot of people will sign up for this tournament. A lot of people will be interested, but for some reason the MVM Cup hasn't been gaining a lot of participants, which is odd to me. There is a $5 prize pool, but for some reason nobody wants to, you know, sign up and check in for it. So I feel like, particularly in the past 2 weeks, or not 2 weeks, the 2 past MVM Cups, it's been tough to get, you know, a good amount of participants to get this tournament going. We almost had it canceled today. Luckily, you know, a few more people signed up and checked in after the start time. So I was able to extend it and, you know, salvage this. But yeah, it's been really difficult, and I mean, hopefully it doesn't get canceled like in the future, but definitely needs some more participation in the future for this to continue. I feel like seems like there's not as much interest in it for some reason. But anyhow, let's get back into this game. It looks like Snap XD will go ahead and take his third base, so pretty much just normal right now. I think this is the same opener as last game. We'll see if Tanzanio go for mech. Actually, he's getting a second barracks, so I feel like he's going for that 2-1-1 build, where he's gonna get a good amount of marines, get the 2 medevacs out of the starport, and then fly over and do a stem timing with a bunch of marines. 2 medevac drop, which is pretty common in TVZ. Pretty solid build. But with the build, you need to get some damage done with the marines, or else you actually are a bit behind. So it'll be up to Tanzania to get some good damage, and it's gonna be up to Snap XD to defend it as well. So far, I don't think he has scouted much. Actually, he has not. Yeah, he has not scouted anything from Tanzania. He does have the Overlord in position to go in and scout it, but I think he is just content with just macroing at this point. Oh, actually, I love this little spread by Snap XD. He's spreading the lings in the left and right and then top so that he can scout any drops or any move out by the Terran player. So this is really nice play by Snap XD, getting as much scouting as he can. Look at the map vision of Snap XD. He has kind of a good surround in terms of vision, so that's really nice there. And it's really important in this map, especially because there is actually no watchtowers in this map. So, you know, getting as much vision as possible, it's pretty nice for Snap XD there. In the meantime, looks like Stim is about to be done. I think he forgot his medevac because he just started it. So a bit late there in terms of the medevac, because you want to actually start flying over like right now, because Stim is about to be done. So by the time you actually arrive at the Zerg's base, the Stim will finish and you can do the timing right there. So a little bit late there by Tanzanio. In the meantime, Snap XD is again starting the creep spread. He does have a good amount of queens to actually, you know, spread that quickly, nicely around. He has his Baneling Nest, getting a macro hash, so he's just basically macroing up at this point. But he soon will need to actually start making some army. 12 links on the way, which is pretty nice because right now is when the 2 medevacs are gonna go across the map and just start dropping and start harassing. Snap XD clearing this rock so he can get a better surround with the Ling and Baneling, which is nice. He needs to get some Banelings though, like right now, because this medevac drop is actually like arriving right now. So he does have sight of it because of the creep spread. And oh, actually Tanzanio does not actually drop in time, so he will have to retreat as the queen gets on top of medevacs. So I don't think this 2 medevac drop is going to do too much as of now. Right now, Snap XD has more than enough army to deny that and to defend against that, so he should be good. Alright, follow up Liberator on the way as well. See if that actually gets some damage done. Let's get some drone kills. It's always really tough when you're like defending against this main army and then there's like one random Liberator sieged up at like your main or something, or some other base that you're not aware of, and then like by the time you look back and by the time the fight is over, you lost like 10 workers, and it's like, ah, it feels so bad. Oh no, these Widowmice getting a good amount of lings, but there is not enough Marines here to defend. Queens get on top of the Liberators as well, and will barely get it. No, actually the Liberators just barely gets out in time. So well defended there by Snap XD. Lost a bit more lings than he should have, but I think all in all he's pretty satisfied with that. He's still trading out a bunch of, you know, units that cost minerals for a bunch of Marines and possibly some medevacs. So as long as he did not take any economic damage, he's fine. I mean, right now he's 77 workers to 53, which is huge. I know meals are good, but they're not that good to make up that difference. And Snap XD already has the +1 Baneling speed, is about to be finished with his +1 armor as well. +1 being +1 being researched by Tanzanio is kind of 25% done, so his upgrades are a bit late there. So Tanzanio finding himself a bit behind here, and actually does he have a good... Oh, actually he made 2 more command centers here, so he's gonna go ahead and try to take that 3rd and possibly take that 4th later, a bit later on. And look at this creep spread. Oh my goodness. So usually with that 2 medevac marine drop, you not only do damage, but you also take out a lot of creep tumors, so they don't get like start getting crazy like this. But with the Snap XD defending that drop really easily, he was able to prevent any of his creep tumor from being sniped. And yeah, this is this creep spread is spreading like wildfire. But these Marines are getting top of the queens here. No Banelings yet. Banelings finally morphing in. Is it going to be a bit too late? Did Tanzanio catch Snap XD off guard here? I think he will barely have enough to defend though, but does not want to get into the siege line. Banelings just morphed in time, so I think he should be good. 60 links on the production tab. And again, Snap XD macro is just really on point. Already have 87 workers, and he's got the bank rolling, and it's gonna that bank is gonna increase more and more. And actually I would like him to get a 5th and maybe even 6th base if you want to. It looks like he is finally getting it. In the in the meantime, Tanzanio, just gonna go ahead and sit back. He's playing a bit passive here. Unfortunately, he can't really drop much because there's a lot of creep and it will spot it. But I think he could start splitting up his army, dropping from like right here, where there's like no overlord, and also right here where there's no vision as well. But in the meantime, looks like Tanzanio gonna go ahead into the maybe get the 12 o'clock base. Seems like he's moving towards it. But Snap XD has his army there already. Like, he's positioned. He's got 114 army supply to 87. Has the 2-1 upgrade advantage over the 1-1 upgrade of the Terran player. And in the meantime, he's getting Hive just about to be finished, as well as Spire. So if he can hold this, he can tech into the Hive tech and probably finish it out. But in the meantime, he's going to go ahead and just try to get on top of this army, defend against it pretty nicely. All the Bio army evaporates and all the tanks disintegrated. And Snap XD, if he wanted... Oh, actually, I didn't even catch this. He actually did a counterattack while that was happening, getting 23 SCVs. Oh, man, that is pretty much game-ending damage. And yeah, GG. Snap XD will take Game 2 and we'll win the semifinals and head to the finals. So congrats to Snap XD. And well played by Tanzanio. Miguel. Okay. I will be switching to EU. Yeah, I will be going to EU as both players in the first semifinals will be on the upper half of the semifinals is from EU, so you know, decrease the amount of ping. Let me see if my settings are correct. All right, I think it is correct. All right, nice. All right, as soon as Miguel comes on, we should get started pretty soon. All right. So yeah, really well done there by Snap XD. His macro was on point. His creep spread was on point. His defense was on point. Looks like Snap XD playing really well. And we shall see who goes into the finals to meet with him. It's going to be either Sashaman or Miguel. Now, I haven't really seen Sashaman as much. I've seen Miguel in the past, but Sashaman, I'm not too familiar with his playstyle. So we shall see pretty soon. And let me go ahead and update the bracket. Let's see. Oh, actually, I forgot to set the best of. So best of 3 in the semifinals and best of 5 in the finals. Snap XD 1-1-1, so 2-0. All right, so just waiting for them to invite me into the lobby. Looks like they're in the party already. I think they just forgot to invite me because it said they're in game. Oh, never mind. All right, so Acid Plant will be the first game, and it is going to be a ZVR, as Mig will be playing random. So pretty nice. Got a random player. Now I gotta give it up to all these random players, because it is tough to learn not just one race but all 3 races, which with all the matchups as well. That's like 9 matchups that he has to store in his memory and his build. So really gotta commend all these random players. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and introduce our players. Here at the bottom right, we have our orange Zerg. He is Miguel. And at the top left, we have our green Zerg player. He is Sashaman. Alright, looks like Snap XD rooting for Sashaman. Zerg fighting. Alright, cheering on your fellow Zerg player, which is nice. Let's see if anyone's cheering for Miguel as well. He did spawn as Zerg, so there's going to be a ZVZ matchup here. And I don't think, did he tell him? Oh yeah, he did not tell him that he was Zerg, so that's one of the advantages of being a random. You catch your opponent off guard sometimes because they don't know the matchup or how to open up. But I think Zerg players, they kind of, or tend to at least, open up pretty much the same against all matchups. ZVZ, it can be a bit different because, you know, there's the potential of rushing by the other Zerg player, but in general, you can pretty much open up the same way against all other matchups, I feel like. So really nice there for Sashaman as Zerg player. But yeah, the Overlords does first cross paths right now, and so they will both, at least Sashaman will know that he's playing against a Zerg player. Looks like both players actually opened up pretty much the same. We shall see if they deviate anytime soon. We usually see, you know, the Ling Baneling wars, or it can turn into a Roach war, or it could be turned into a Roach versus Ling and Muta war. So plenty of different deviations that can happen. But early game, it seems to me both players are gonna open up the same. Actually, Miguel has 100 gas, but is not researching speed here. So he might actually not go for speed. Instead, might go for roaches, maybe, possibly. We shall see pretty soon, because he's actually right now continually researching gas with no speed upgrade. In the meantime, it looks like Sashaman is getting this link speed, so he's definitely going for link speed. And okay. Oh, actually, he just started speed, which is kind of late. Actually, oh, he's going for a Baneliness as well. Huh. So this Ling speed is a bit late, which is pretty odd, but he's definitely going for that Ling Baneling, which is gonna hit Sashaman anytime soon. And Sashaman has not scouted this yet. I mean, you can kind of predict it, but he does not actually have any like scouting information. He did not send in a Ling or two to scout it. Instead, he's going for a faster dirt, which will give him a bit more larva production, so he can make up a lot of Lings. And he's got his own Baneling nest on the way here, so there's going to be a Ling Baneling war that's about to happen pretty soon. Miguel is getting his dirt as well, so it looks like both players are going to go ahead and go into the mid game here at the very least, and maybe one of them will probably go for an offensive Baneling attack, and one of them may be defensive. But we shall see pretty soon. Lings do get into Miguel's base, get some good scouting information there. No lair yet for both players, so they're gonna stick with Ling Baneling for a while here, and maybe one of them will actually start transitioning to roaches as well. So, oh, SnapXC saying Miguel is also Zerg, so go the best Zerg. Alright. Nice. So both players are playing their best race. Alright, 10 links on the production tab for Miguel. While for Sashaman, he's getting actually a Roach Warren, so he's transitioning into Roaches. He's just using this Baneling for defensive purposes to help defend against that third base of his. Lings on the way, Overlords do scout this, so Banelings are morphing. Will he have enough to defend in time though? A bunch of more Lings on the way for Miguel. And this game is about to be a bit crazy because this is going to be a pretty scary attack from Miguel. Oh wow, the Lings get a good surround on one of the queens. Get one of the queens, does not actually get the other one, but he might actually get this with these Banelings. Sashaman trying to split off his Lings, or rather his Lings, so he doesn't get taken out by the Banelings. And I think so far it looks like Sashaman has defended pretty well here so far. So those defensive Banelings came in really handy. However, at the same time, he did Miguel did get a bit of drones, 7 drones during that attack, so it kind of evens up the worker count, 40 workers even, so not too bad for Miguel as well. But Miguel sticking with Ling Baneling, and he does not have a Roach Warren. Sashaman already producing some Roaches, while Miguel's getting a 4th base, so Sashaman can actually go for a Roach timing here when his +1 and his Roach speed actually finishes. He can actually go for a big attack and might just outright kill Miguel. Miguel trying to poke here and there at the third to keep him back. And yeah, Miguel just sticking with Ling and Baneling. He's not... Oh, actually he's getting a Spire just now, but the Roaches are moving out right now. It's going to be pretty late. The mutants aren't going to come out in time to help defend. And oh man, this might just be an outright kill by Sashaman. There's no Overlord for Miguel to actually spot this move out. So he's kind of in the dark here, and he's gonna have to rely on his Ling to get some scouting information. I think he finally just spotted the Roach, so he knows that the move out is near. He's gonna go for the counter attack here, while Sashaman is going to go for the other attack here and across the map. Ling's getting on top of the Roaches, I mean the Queens, kills them, but these Roaches in the base of Miguel. Now the Spire is 80% done, 90% done. I don't think this is gonna finish. I think the Roaches and Ravagers can actually kill the Spire before the Mutas come pop out. Actually, no, he's not gonna go in further, so the Mutas will be able to be made. But Miguel only has 160 gas, so he only has enough for like 1 Mutas or so. And this is going to a brace trade for sure. Okay, 1 Muta on the production tab. I don't think 1 Muta can kill all these Roaches in time. And the Roaches has finally cleaned up the Lings of Miguel. And I think yeah, Sashaman has this, I think, pretty much in the bag. He's defended it. He's killed the bases. There's no answer for these Roaches. I mean, there's not much that Miguel can do. These Lings are just... Yeah, this base trade is not going to work out for Miguel. And Sashaman just really defended well against that Ling Baneling attack in the beginning and was able to tech up to Roaches a lot quicker than Miguel teched up to Spire. So Sashaman will take this first game here. But good try by Miguel. He also did get a bit greedy here, getting that 4th base, I think, a bit too early. He didn't even, I think, saturate his 3rd base before getting that 4th base. So a bit greedy there, too greedy there by Miguel. And Sashaman punishes him. More Roaches on the way across the map. Actually split. Oh, actually no, just bad rally. But Miguel trying to take a ninja expand here. He's gonna rely on these 3 Mutas to win him the game here. Oh man. These 3 Mutas have a lot of work cut out for them if they're gonna try to win this game for him. But Spire does go down, and yeah, he only has 1 drone left, and Miguel does GG, and Sashaman will take this first game. Well done by him. All right, Sasha Man 1 game away from the finals. Miguel gonna try and come back this second game. He's still random, so he does have a bit of advantage there. So we'll see. We'll see if he can do it. But SnapXD did say Miguel, his race is also Zerg. So I think, yeah, that's his best race. So that's not too good of a sign for Miguel as... Oh wait, actually Miguel in the chat. All right. All right. So just informing Miguel that he has to actually leave the stream, even though he mutes it. You can still, I mean, it's still considered stream cheating, I feel like. So we'll let it pass for now. But if he still is in the stream, then we'll have to eliminate Miguel. But anyhow, it is going to be a best of 3 second game here. Sasha Man with the 1-0 lead. And here we go. At the top right, we have our orange Terran player. He is Miguel. And at the bottom left, we have our green Zerg player looking to close it out and head to the finals. It is Sasha Man. Snap XD now rooting for Mig. We know Mig isn't gonna cheat. It's Gucci. Yeah, I know. It's I know, you know, Miguel is not, you know, the cheater kind, but it's, you know, I gotta, as admin, I gotta carry out the protocol. And yeah, I trust Miguel to not stream cheat. So anyhow, let's go ahead and get back to this game. We are playing on Blue Shift the second time of the night, or afternoon rather, or I don't know, I guess night time in the European time, I guess. Here at the United States, it's actually in the afternoon. It's currently 4:23 p.m. But wherever you are, second time we had played on this map for today. The first time was, of course, in the last series. It was also a TVZ. Snap XD went for a pretty standard play against the Tanzanio mech play. So we shall see if Miguel actually goes for mech himself. I don't think he's much of a mech player. I feel like he's more of a bio player, if I recall correctly. And yeah, there we go. I think, yeah, he likes to go for that 2-1-1 build. I remember, I think from one of the team leagues that, you know, the replays were casted. I seen him go for it. I think at the CTL maybe. No. Yeah, maybe CTL or something. But he liked to go for the 2-1-1 build against Zerg. So that's exactly what he's going for. Now this time around, Miguel is gonna go ahead into the main base. As you recall, Tanzanio did not actually manage to get his Reaper into the base, as it was immediately killed off. It was a bad rally. Was not paying attention to it. But Miguel, paying a bit more attention to his Reaper, will be able to actually get out pretty safely, and will be able to go back into the base later on to scout, as well as get some additional harass. And in the meantime, Sasha Man will go for the dirt base himself. Unfortunately for Miguel, his Reaper was not parked at the dirt base, so will not be able to deny it. And I assume starport should, yep, starport being thrown down. So definitely this is going to be the 2-1-1 Marine double medevac drop. and it will be up to Miguel to actually get some damage done. Because you remember Tanzanillo actually did not get much damage done with his 2-1-1 when he did it on the second game on Acid Plant, and that lack of damage allowed Snap XD to macro up and just overpowered and overnumbered him. So definitely in Miguel's best interest to get some damage done with these double medevac drop. Now Sashaman did scout with the Overlord, so does know what's coming. And I feel like as a Zerg player, you really need to know the timing of the 2-1-1 build when the double medevac drop is going to take place, because that'll give you the time, or give you a good blueprint of when to start making units instead of and start making drones. So I think if you play it enough time, which I feel like is pretty common nowadays in ladder to face against that 2-1-1 build, that you will know the timing of it and memorize it, and know when to stop making drones and start making units. Alright, so Sashaman gonna go ahead and send some links to scout, which I like. Might actually start getting the watchtowers, because this map actually has watchtowers, which is pretty nice for vision. But he is starting to spread his creep, so that's pretty nice. In the meantime, first medevac is out, second medevac is about to pop out as well. And actually, will he wait for that dirt? It looks like he's waiting for that dirt, so he's gonna wait a bit extra to get that third medevac. And this is gonna be, oh, actually made a tank as well, so this is pretty scary here. It's pretty scary attack. And oh, it looks like Sashaman, he's already kind of prepared here. He's got the banelings already morphed in, the lings as well. Finally getting the watchtower, but I think he just missed it. I feel like I think he may be spotted with the Overlord, but maybe he wasn't paying attention. I don't see any. Yeah, he's droning up. He did not notice the medevac flying over. Now he does. All units gonna go into the main base. But this is gonna be pretty scary. The tank is at the high ground. I think it would have been better if he had the tank at the low ground. And oh man, these banelings connect with the Marines so well, and that gets shut down rather easily. And Sashaman, defending that with ease, will be able to take a fourth base without any problems. Miguel's still not out of it though. He's still got third base, but he did not get a lot of damage done with that drop. Not even a single worker. So that he's gonna have to kind of make up for that later on as the game goes on. He's throwing down 4 more barracks, so he's definitely transitioning into that tank and marine composition. Gonna go ahead and establish his third base. 17 banelings on the way. Baneling speed researching as well for Sashaman. I feel like if he wanted to, he can actually make a big baneling attack once that baneling speed is done, but he's gonna be careful because there are tanks out on the map. As Legend K said, not really good split, which is I have to agree, that was pretty brutal there. All the banelings connected really easily on all the Marines, so not the best splitting, and also the tank positioning wasn't the best. I feel like if you positioned it in the bottom, you can lift off the Marines whenever the banelings come in, and he'll get free tank pot shots. All the army was in the main base. It wasn't at the low ground with the tank, so he could even save the tank after the attack. So yeah, pretty not the best execution or micro from Miguel there, but still he's kind of close in supply, 109 to 115. Worker count is, I guess, okay. As Terran, you don't really need a bunch of SCVs because you got Muse, so compared to Protoss or Zerg, you don't really need as much workers, so that's fine. And army supply is pretty close. It's pretty much even, actually 58 or now 62 rather. Sashaman does have the upgrade advantage though, +1/+1. Miguel does not have any upgrades yet. He's not even researching upgrades, so he's gonna actually fall behind in upgrades. So he needs to make this attack count. He needs to get a good amount of damage done, or else the upgrade advantage for Sashaman is gonna overtake him. I don't actually think there's any banelings. Oh, banelings coming from the back. Nice flank there. Oh, but the banelings actually more kind of hit the tank, most of them. But there was more than enough lings to clean up the bio army, so that was fine. But still lost a bit more banelings than he needed to kind of blew it all in the tank instead of the bio army. But that was still a nice flank there. But it was a little bit weird because he actually split off his lings and banelings. Usually you want to split off half and half. Like one side have ling and a few banelings, and the other side have a ling and a few banelings as well. So, because if you split off ling on one side and baneling on the other side, the tank can actually be focus fired by the tank, and all the banelings will just die. And especially since the baneling came on the side of the tank instead of the bio army, that was kind of scary. But Sashaman, you know, he had more than enough lings, so he was fine. But this attack right here is going to be pretty scary. There's going to be 3 tanks with a bunch of bio army here. So he might want to actually start setting up for a good surround here. A good flank, just like he did in the last game. And wow, so far the tanks doing pretty good. And a little awkward engagement there, but I think just Sashaman just has too much army here. 84 to actually half. Twice the amount of army supply as Miguel. He's going to actually be able to clean this up. Again, the upgrade advantage now 2-1 in favor of Sashaman. And Sashaman might just overswarm Miguel here. This might be the snowball effect. He has more lings coming across the map. A bunch of Hydras still alive. All the tanks have been dead. There's only 2 left, which is not as nearly enough that he wants right now at this point of the game. 10 approaching 11-minute mark, and you only have 2 tanks. That's not where you want to be as a Terran player. Alright, he's trying to establish his 4th base, but I feel like Sashaman is getting ready for attack. Will not allow that to happen. He's breaking all the rocks down. He's preparing to go for the finishing blow, possibly. Spire on the way as well. Vipers on the way as well, so he will be able to blinding cloud and maybe even yank those tank into those Hydras. And we'll be able to deny this 4th base rather easily. This 4th base is definitely not going up. It might actually get sniped by these Hydralisks. Oh no. Will he be able? Okay, actually his bio army comes in to reinforce. Oh, morphing 29 banelings in front of him. And here it is. All the lings get cleaned up by the bio army. Banelings finally morphed off. He needs to split. He needs to split. Oh no. No split at all by Miguel. All the bio army gets cleaned up, and I think Sashaman is gonna be able to take this game. Oh man, the split here. So many links on the production tab going across the map, and yeah, I think Miguel just basically will not have any answer for these follow-up reinforcement. As you can see, links streaming across the map. No tanks left. Miguel just counting on bio army, which is not going to be nearly enough. And GG, Miguel is going to have to forfeit the match, or not forfeit the match, but concede the loss. And Sashaman goes to the finals with a 2-0 impressive win. So we will have a ZVZ final for this MVM Cup. Alright, so I am going back into Americas. Alright, so we have Snap XD in the finals versus Sashaman. It is going to be a ZVZ, so going to be a very high-paced, action-packed matchup, I would assume. So it should be pretty nice. And we shall get started as soon as both players get into lobby and does the map vetoes. But in the meantime, thanks for watching so far. Let's see how many viewers or what's going on in chat so far. Legend K doesn't like the ZVZ finals. All right, looks like the map videos are underway. So we will get to you. We will start the game as soon as that is done. I don't like Zerg at all. Legend K, not a Zerg fan. Unfortunately, there was a bunch of Zerg players who signed up for the tournament, and they won their match pretty convincingly as they won it both 2-0. So yeah, I mean maybe in the MVP Cup later on, I think early November, that's when it's gonna take place. There won't be as much ZVZ for you to watch, but for this MVM Cup, yeah, it's gonna be a ZVZ finals. The only Zerg I love it was J. Oh yeah, you know what? I feel you, man, because J-Don is actually my favorite StarCraft player of all time. So good to know that we both love J-Don. Looks like Snap XD agrees as well. I just love the playstyle of J-Dong. It pains me that he, came in a bunch of second places when he was playing in StarCraft 2. It feels kind of like Sue, because Sue is my other favorite player of StarCraft 2. So for some reason, like, my favorite players just keep getting second place all the time, and it's like, it's gut wrenching, It's like, can you just win one major tournament for me and stop this misery? But yeah, I was still waiting for Sue to get that first place win. J-Dong unfortunately went back to Brew Wars, so can't really watch him. But he did get into the finals of one of the major tournaments in Brew War. But he ended up at second place as well. I think it was against Last or someone, a really good player, and yeah, he got second place again, which is pretty sad. But I got the EG jersey that they put out. Oh, nice. I feel like that's gonna be a really hot memorabilia, because I don't think a lot of people, collects those jerseys, those old jerseys. It's gonna be one of those classic items that you have in store in your possession. So that's I mean, maybe later on when you're maybe you could sell it for a lot of money or something, or just keep it for memory's sake. But yeah, it's really nice that you have an EG jersey there. J-Dong, he's really good on Brew Wars since he came back. I think he started off really slow. It took about a year to a year and a half before he finally started getting back into shape. I think he had some injuries to his wrist or something, or he had some health problems. But then I think recently he's been doing really well, so I'm happy about that he's finally getting back into form and getting some good results. He beat Flash in one of the group stages, but then he lost against Flash again in the losers matchup. So he wasn't able to ascend to the round of 8, I think in the ASL or something, or KSL or something like that. So that was unfortunate, because he beat him, and then he later lost to him in the match that really counted. So that was unfortunate for J-Don, but hopefully he can bounce back. Get a win in 2019. That would be pretty dope. Um. All right, looks like Fracture will be our first map. So this is going to be our first game on Fracture for the day, which is pretty nice. Got a good diversity of map pools. And here we go, first game of the finals here. It is going to be a best of 5. And here we go, at the top right position of the map. No, bottom right position of the map. It is the purple Zerg player. It is Snap XD. And spawning at the top left, it is the green Zerg player. He is Sashaman. And here we go. Sometimes in DBZ there are gonna be Zerg that's gonna be Russian, and here that's exactly what Sashaman is gonna do, getting that fast gas and pool. And I expect Ling Speed or Bailing Nest to be thrown down pretty soon. And this map Fracture is actually pretty close. Luckily for Snap, actually he's going for a fast pool and gas of his own, so I mean, just off the bat, I would say Snap XD is favored just based on build order here, because he's going to be able to defend this pretty decently since he's got a fast pool of his own. And both Zergs looking to go ahead and rush here, going off for a really fast start, trying to get that first game under their belt. Ling speed for both players here. Now he took gas, the 2 drones off gas right here, so he isn't gonna be super committed. He's just gonna commit to some speed links. But Snap XD, he's going for a Bailing Nest. He's continue mining that gas. He did take 1 drone off, but there's still 2 gas mining off of that assimilator. And oh wow, they're just gonna pass each other. Oh, they're just gonna pass each other. Okay, Snap actually just finally got caught of this. Will retreat his Zerglings, and he should be, yeah, he should be good here, I think. A bit of a, oh, actually he sent the majority of his Lings back, so he can send 2 Lings back, send 2 Lings forward to make the Banelings nest, but he actually gets scouted, so he won't be able to make the Banelings nest. I mean, not Banelings nest, the Banelings. And Snap XD will have to morph the Banelings at his side of the map, and Sashaman is going to be able to scout this with his Overlord, so he knows that he has a Bailing nest out in the map. And so Sashaman is going to have to whittle down the Ling count before the Banelings come across, which is he's doing really nicely on that, because Snap XD is just sending his Lings forward without the Banelings. And this is going to come down to some Ling Bailing micro here. It's going to be the most important part of this game here, because Sashaman, he's got his hatchery up already. Snap XD finally just putting it down, and Sashaman is going to have some really good, gonna need some really good splits and also some sniping as well. Actually, he's gonna forfeit this natural and just gonna spine up on his main, but these Banelings are already in the main base here. Oh, actually he got his defensive Bailing, so he should be fine. Actually, the spine crawlers will be going up. Oh wow, that's a big huge hit there. And yeah, this hatchery is definitely going down. That Bailing hit was really nice. Oh, actually he's retreating here. I'm not sure. He's giving Sashaman time to make some units here, and this might be a mistake. Oh no, he could have gotten the hatch, but he gave Sashaman enough time to get his reinforcement out. And oh, actually maybe yeah, I think he's definitely gonna get this. The spine crawler is not gonna be planted in time, and well done there by Snap XD. Almost gave that away, but luckily he had just enough links to clean up the rest of the Ling army and snipe that hatchery. And now Snap XD is sitting nicely on 2 bases compared to the one of Sashaman. Remember, Sashaman committed a bit more drones to making these spine crawlers. These spine crawlers are going to be useless at this point now. It's going to sit there and do nothing. And Snap XD can just go ahead and drone away. Sashaman in response is going to throw down his Roach Warren. He's going to do a 1 base Roach push all in. And Snap XD, he's going to have to be aware of this. He did scout that there's no hatchery yet. If he goes for another scout and sees no hatchery, he should, I mean, his spidey senses should be tingling. But actually he's gunning his own Roach Warren, so he should be okay, I feel like. Does need to maybe mine a bit more gas later. Oh, actually no, he's banked up a bit more gas. He been mining gas this whole time, so he should be fine. Should have enough gas to make those roaches. And he's playing this really smartly. He's getting the spine collar. He knows his opponent's hatchery is pretty late, so he smells something coming. So yeah, really nice decision there by making a spine collar. You should be able to add some more defensive capabilities against those roaches of Sashaman. Oh, actually nice snipe there on the creep tumor by Sashaman. You know, he has these lings that are really not going to do much. So keeping up their activity, sniping any creep tumors, getting any drones that's trying to look for their base, that's always a good thing for Sashaman. Roaches are streaming in across the map for Sashaman. So he is gonna look to make this a semi-attack. It doesn't look like a pretty much an all-in because he's actually getting his second hatchery. So he's looking to just scare a bit and see if he can get anything done. Oh, almost got that Baneling hit on those lings. And that Baneling micro is really nice, keeping that Baneling alive. But I think Snap XD will finally take that out, and Snap XD takes it. Sashaman knew that Snap XD just had better macro at the point. His hatchery was done way earlier, and he wasn't able to get much damage done. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and GG out, giving Snap XD the first win of this best of 5 series. And the next map will be on Acid Plant. Alright, looks like Legend K is cheering for Snap. Let's see if anyone cheers for Sashaman. But so far, Snap XD playing really well, getting that first game under his belt. But again, that build order opening, I think just favored Snap XD anyhow, because he's gonna get rushed, but he had the fast pool as well, so that kind of favored him just a bit, just a hair. But the main thing was the Baneling attack that Snap XD went for, and that did a lot of damage. That took out the hatch as well as a bunch of lings, and forced him to make Sashaman to make 2 spine crawlers for nothing. All right. Here, spawning at the bottom right, we have our purple Zerg player. He's up 1 game to 0. It is Snap XD. And spawning at the top left, we have our red Zerg player looking to tie up. It is Sashaman. Alright, we already have a prediction here from Legend K, calling a 3-1 for Snap here. And that is definitely possible because Snap XD up 1 game to none so far. And he's been playing really well throughout the whole, I guess, day, even though it's a short sample size, only played these semifinals. But it looks like he's been playing, I mean, he's looking to be in good shape at least. So definitely can win a 3-1. I've seen Snap play and actually practice against him, and I know he's a really good Zerg player. I haven't seen Sashaman, as I said earlier. I've really never really seen him play. Don't know his playstyle. Don't know how really good he is. So I'm kind of learning all this during the series as well as the semifinals. but he's done a really nice job getting into the final so far. And again, it's just one game, so this is a best of 5 series. Anything is possible. He can turn it around and do a reverse kill on Snap XD, and maybe he wins it 3-1. Well, you know, you never know. So anyhow, we have a little bit of a risk here by Sashaman opening up 3 hatcheries before pool. So he is taking a bit of a risk here. Snap XD opened up pretty standard here and has not scattered this yet. If Snap XD lets Sashaman kind of just macro up freely, then that could be spelled disaster for Snap XD. So he definitely needs to put on some pressure here, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to open up Baneling Nest. Now I think he's just going in Baneling Nest blindly because he didn't really scout that third base. But he is going to take his third hatch, so I guess pretty early third hatch for himself as well, so it's not too bad. But he definitely needs to force Sashaman to make some Zerglings to defend instead of, you know, making extra drones and making use of that third base. Alright, sniping away at that third base. Looks like Sashaman is getting his Baneliness of his own. It's a bit late though. And oh, actually nice around there by Sashaman. His reinforcement actually just popped out just on top of these lings, so Snap XD will have to retreat back. Now let's see what Snap XD is. He's going for a bunch of Zerglings, so he's going to actually put on some pressure here, and he is going to have a window here because there's actually the Baneliness of Sashaman is a bit late here, but I feel like he should be fine though, because by the time the Lings and the Banelings come across the map, he should have some Banelings to defend. Oh, Ling speed finishes for Snap XD, and these speedless Lings are gonna be cut off in the middle of the map, and Sashaman is gonna be in big trouble here. He needs to morph in some Banelings like immediately, like right now. Oh, and this queen is gonna get sniped. Oh my gosh, Snap XD is he's getting some damage done, but is it enough? Because remember, Sashaman did take that early third base, so he's gonna have a bit more larva to play around with. In fact, it looks like Roach is on the way for Snap XD. Actually, he's gonna fake this Ling pressure, make Sashaman force out a bunch of Lings and Banelings, and he's gonna, follow up with Roaches. Roaches does really well against Ling and Banelings, so and he's gonna actually get +1. So this is gonna be a timing push, a Roach timing push by Snap XD, and Sashaman is not gonna know it's coming. He is getting his Roach Warren just now. However, the question is it going to be out in time? I don't know if it's going to be out in time because this queen is about to pop out. It's going to supply block Sashaman here, and he's going to need as much Roaches as possible to defend against this +1 Roaches. There's not even the evolution chamber out yet for Sashaman. He's actually getting it like right now. Yeah, he's getting it just right now. So he's going to be behind in the upgrade. However, if he defends, he does have 2 evolution chambers, so he can catch back up in the upgrades, and he does have a Roach Warren of his own, so he should be able to defend it as the game goes on. But again, this is going to be a pretty scary attack. Roaches on the way for Snap XD, 22 Lings behind it as well, and oh no, these Roaches are going to catch these Banelings and snipe them off. Oh my god. Oh, actually, he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't paying attention. These Banelings gonna sneakily run by, and now he's just retreating. Oh, but these Banelings are gonna be able to make it to the natural and kill a bunch of drones. Oh my god. Splitting off the Banelings. Actually, there's no drones at the third base, so that's fine. But oh my god, these Lings are moving to the third base, and all these Banelings just blow up on the queen. So Snap XD defending that pretty easily, and Sashaman wasted all those Banelings. However, he did pull back Snap XD's roaches, so that timing push, now that's thwarted. Now Sashaman has enough roaches to defend, and in fact, he actually has more roaches than Snap XD. He has 20 compared to the 11 of Snap XD. So all of a sudden, he's turned this game around, where it could have been a really scary push by Snap XD looking for that killing blow, but Sashaman now has more roaches. He has his 4th base on the way. He's still behind on upgrades, but he's getting the roach speed and +1. And he has 2 evolution chambers, so he can catch back in terms of upgrades as the game goes on. So Sashaman, yeah, he's looking. I mean, if I was in the shoes, I would feel pretty good so far. I like the Overlord spread for both players. They have Overlords across in the pathways, so you can spot off all the roach movements, which is pretty nice. It's kind of like free detection, or not free detection, free vision. You know, there's no watchtowers on this map, so if you can spread your Overlords everywhere and get that vision, that's kind of your legalized map hack. Alright, Snap XD trying to get that 4th base, but nice denial there by Sashaman, leaving 2 links there. And Snap XD is looking to attack here. What does Sashaman has? He has a good amount of roaches, but he needs to get into position. This hatchery is actually halfway dead, so want to make sure that doesn't die. And yeah, he needs to. Snap XD needs to back off as almost got hit by those corrosive biles there. Nice dodge at the last minute. However, Snap XD does have the +1, but Sashaman does have the defender's advantage. He has a better reinforcement point. And the concave of Snap XD, actually, now the concave is kind of evened out. As you can see, the +1 is doing wonders for Snap XD. Sashaman, oh my god, is this going to be the snowball effect? Can he make enough roaches to defend against this? This is going to be tough because these +1 roaches are getting a good amount of damage done, but more reinforcement by Sashaman. It's going to be a close one. Can he defend against this? Queen joining into the fight. More roaches to reinforce. And this is going to be a pretty even fight so far. Remember, Snap XD has to do a lot of damage with this because Sashaman is on 4 bases. If the game goes on, he can actually macro up more than Snap XD. So Snap XD needs to get a considerable amount of damage done. But yeah, looks like more reinforcement is finally. I think he will be able to finally finish this off. Wow, that was a pretty close one there. Almost got snowballed, but just had enough roaches, and finally it has stabilized. Sashaman has +2 upgrade compared to the +1 of Snap XD. So at this point, he can start, macroing up, maybe teching up as well. As actually Snap XD is teching up faster than Sashaman getting his Hydro Stand. Now, if he morphs that into a if he makes a lurker den behind that and get some lurkers, that is going to be tough for Sashaman because lurkers is pretty strong. I'm not going to say OP, but nice snipe there by Snap XD, kind of abusing the position of Sashaman. Sorry, I missed the early part of that, but did get the later half and did get the snipe there. But so nice snipe there by Snap XD, pulling this back, and now he's got the 4th base compared to the 3 bases of Sashaman. But he's gonna have to be careful here because Sashaman has a bunch of Roach and Ravagers on the way. He does have +1 advantage. Actually, his armor, Snap XD armor is about to be finished, so he's actually gonna be pretty even in terms of upgrades. So that's nice for Snap XD, and he just needs to get a good engagement. He doesn't have a lot of Ravagers in his army. Actually, he has no Ravagers in his army, so he needs to take some smart engagement and avoid all these corrosive biles. But the first few Hydralisks are joining the army, and I think that should be enough to help defend against this. As long as he dodges the corrosive biles, I feel like he should be fine. And here we go. Nice concave there by Snap XD. Avoids the corrosive bows. Gets on top of the roaches. And oh no, Sashaman, I think he might have overextended there. Losing his whole army, getting surrounded. Oh my god, all the Ravagers are dead. And Snap XD with a nice surround there. Very back and forth game. We will take game 2 and is only one win away from winning the MVM Cup. Legend K says mutas will be good on this map, and I actually have to agree with that. It's a really big map. I think mutas would be good. Unfortunately, both players decided to go for just roaches, so it's fine. Roach and roach battles could be fun sometimes. Mutas are fun too, but yeah, mutas could have definitely did a good amount of damage. But yeah, Snap XD takes it and is looking to be in a pretty confident position, because you know he can lose the next 2 games and still end up with the win if he wins the 5th game. So Sashaman has to do the reverse all kill in order to claim the crown, and we shall see if that will happen in this next game. It will be the 3rd game on Lost and Found. Hey Baxter, welcome to the chat. We are about to start our 3rd game of this finals. Score is currently 2-0 in favor of Snap XD. Alright, so here spawning at the top right, we have our purple Zerg player representing PsiX. It is Snap XD. And here spawning at the bottom right, no, bottom left, it is the red Zerg player. He's down 0-2, looking to pull it back and send it to a 5th game possibly. It is Sashaman. Alrighty. It is a ZVZ, as you know. So cheeses are possible, of course, but looks like both players are opening up hatch first. So no aggression coming out yet for these players. Of course, as soon as we see them throw down the spawning pool and the gas, then we will see if there's any deviation. But in the meantime, there are no 12, 13, 14 pools. I'm interested to see if there's one of these players will, you know, later on do that really fast pool into like the drone pool and do a like super all-in. You know, throw spine crawlers at your opponent's base. I've seen it a few times here and there. But yeah, I don't think both these players, at least from what I've seen so far, have done too. They're more of a macro player, I feel like. They did that really fast pool opening in the first game. I feel like that might be like the outlier, but I think in general they like to kind of play it like a standard ZVZ. I don't really see any of them pulling drones and pulling the boys going for an all super in attack, but you never know. Alright, link speed started for Snap. And I gotta say, Snap XD actually has some really nice link baneling control. Just from the games I played against him and also the games he's played on stream, it's a really good there's a good amount of sample size for me to determine that he is a pretty good Zerg speedling and baneling control player. Sashaman, I think I haven't seen enough games from him to determine, but so far it looks like he's been doing pretty well as on his side of the map. But sometimes, you know, in ZVZ, it really comes down to the Ling baneling control in the early game that could determine the win or loss. So being a Zerg player, you need to be good at that. I myself is bad at Ling baneling control, so that's ZVZ is not my best matchup. And in order for ZVZ to be a decent or best matchup, you need to have good Ling baneling control. And actually, nice surround there by Snap. Actually gets the first queen there. Really nice pick up there. That's gonna lower the amount of larva count, as there's one less queen to spew larva at the hatchery. So with these few lings, SnapXD has done a really good amount of damage. Actually forced out 2 evolution chambers, a roachhorn, and a spine crawler. But now the reinforcement of Sashamon is out, and SnapXD has to be careful because he's actually transitioning into roaches, and he doesn't have a lot of lings on his side of the map. He's got no lings to morph into banelings while these lings come across him. Oh, actually, this might be a bit scary for SnapXD. He has no defense against these lings. His third base is kind of vulnerable right now, and he has to defend this ling attack at the natural, and I think this third base might... Oh man, does not get cancelled. And all of a sudden, Sashamon with the counterattack is doing a bunch of damage. Did not get a lot of drone kills, but he will get this dirt base down. So good snipe there by Sashamon, but he does not have a dirt base of his own. If Sashamon was thinking a dirt base while this attack was going, I think he would be in a much better position right now. But now both players are even on bases, and is kind of evened out so far. Workers are even. Army count is a bit in favor of SnapXD, but with lings being part of his main army, that's not too big of a deal. Layers going down for both players, so they're going to go ahead and transition into more roach play. But SnapXD, before he's going to go into roach play, will do one last baneling ling attack scare. It's not really a committed attack. It's kind of just to scare his opponent, because he's not making more lings or banelings behind this. He's transitioning into roaches. So, oh, does catch this queen here. Oh wow, Sashamon just getting his queen taken out here and there, left and right. That's gonna lower the production of Sashamon. And oh man, these banelings are about to blow up these roaches. But nice pick up there by Sashamon with his spine crawlers, and his roaches will decline the amount of banelings, so he does not need to worry about his drones being blown up by a bunch of banelings. Oh my god, is he if these morph into banelings and kill... Okay, I was about to say, he just now realized the lings are there. I was like, is he gonna really leave the lings there to just morph into banelings and blow up his drone line? But yeah, it looks like both players are just stuck on 2 bases, transitioning to roaches. Looks like finally SnapXD is getting his dirt base. I assume that Sashamon is going to look to get his dirt base of his own. Both players getting +1, which is going to finish in pretty much the same timing. But actually, Sashamon is actually got the second Evo. Will get armor upgrade, so he will be up an upgrade against SnapXD. And we saw in the last game that +1 of SnapXD did just really help those roaches at the dirt base of Sashamon. So the upgrades can play a really big factor in this game. And Sashamon looking to attack his opponent. He's actually not looking to go for a dirt base. He's probably just going to go for a big all roach attack. His +1 just finished, so he will have 1 upgrade ahead of SnapXD, but it's going to come down to engagement. Ravagers morphing in for SnapXD. He needs to set up a good concave here, and make sure that he dodges the corrosive bows. So far, 20 roaches for Sashamon compared to 16. But with the defense disadvantage of SnapXD, I don't think that's going to be a big enough difference for Sashamon to take advantage of. And so far, SnapXD is doing pretty good denying this attack by Sashamon. Alright, maneuvering around to the dirt base. But nice overlord placement by SnapXD. Will be able to spot this and position correctly. Oh, but you gotta be careful. He's going into a choke area. Alright, nicely dodged there so far. Alright, Overlord does go down to the Ravager, so no vision for SnapXD. He's gonna have to guess around, but actually he has Sashamon has that Overlord there, but yeah, this is gonna be you might want to kill the rocks. Oh no, he's going into that choke area. Concave in favor of Snap XD. Oh, but actually some nice corrosive battles going down there for Snap XD. Gets a bit of those ravages there to low life for Sashaman. So gotta be careful. This the engagement is the main part. Now again, Sashaman has a late third, but he's forcing Snap XD to make all these larvas into roaches, so he's not taking advantage of that their base, so it's pretty even so far. If Sashaman retreats, I don't think it'll be pretty okay still, I think. He will be a bit low on drones though. He's down 42 to 34, so he might want to do a bit more damage before he leaves. And both players going for Overlord hunting. I guess it's Overlord hunting season this time around. Oh my god, these Overlords. Ah, finally get that Overlord. Alright, looks like Snap XD is going for that Lurker tech. So what tech does Sasha? Oh, because he's got his Hydra, so he's going for Roach Hydra as well. Snap XD is going for Roach Lurker, and it's really going to come down to the engagement because Lurkers can actually be sniped by the corrosive battle. So, but anyhow, before that happens, Roach battle here, and who will come out as the victor? So far, good concave by Snap XD. He has a really nice engagement there. All the Ravagers of Sashaman is gone. I think the Ravagers of Sashaman was in the front there and got all sniped by the roaches of Snap XD. So Snap XD is going to convincingly win that battle, and we'll go for the counterattack here. And GG, Snap XD takes the finals 3-0. Well played by Snap XD. Congrats to him. He will be going home with the $5 prize pool, and will be crowned our this October 2018 MVM Cup champ. All right, that concludes this MVM Cup. Once again, well played by Snap XD, and also, you know, good job by Sashaman, putting up a good fight, playing in the finals, getting to the finals. Thanks to Miguel as well as Tanzanio for playing as well, getting the player pool to 4 at least, able to put on this MVM Cup. Hopefully there will be more players signed up for the next month's MVM Cup. We shall see. Hope to see you guys there. But anyhow, this concludes our MVM Cup cast. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. This is your friendly neighborhood puppy dog signing out.